Hi, this is Reaver82, just bringing you a recent clip showing you just how good the Tier 9 tankers really are on World of Tanks. So, just having a look around the current team, spot 2 Tier 9s, an E50 and an E75. I'm currently in my IS, Tier 7, bottom tier in this game. So, I'm thinking to push with the rest of the team, mainly as support, being lowest tier. However, the 2 Tier 9s, active, which is rare. However, just watch where they decide to park up. So, as you can see, we're moving up the left-hand flank with Tiger, Tiger 2 Type 5, 9 and Tank Destroyer in support. Expecting the E50 and the E75 to follow us. And nope. They've now stopped at the end of the road, at the rear of the advance, whilst we, Tier 7s, Tier 8s, take out the enemy Tier 9. Just look at the E75 and E50 position on the map in H3. That is as far as they move in this entire game until a little bit later. Okay, so after a nice little push up the left-hand flank, we've managed to take out the Tier 9 and another enemy tank is about to die on this flank. However, at this point I then spotted quite a lot of trouble heading on the right flank, where we only had 2 tanks defending, 2 heavies. So, as I'm playing in a support role, I'm lowest tier, I go to assist. E75 still in position, not moving, not noticed the attack. So I've just sped up this bit of the clip because it's just me driving around aimlessly in an IS trying to get back as quick as possible. So as you can see, the E75 and the E50 still back in their nice little spot in H2 on map. Artillery's moving over, he's spotted the danger. And what does he do? Nothing. So at this point I'm trying to shame them into following me for the attack. And amazingly, the E75 eventually decides to come with me. Okay, just as I arrive, I realise that there's no way I'm going to be able to get up there and support them tanks before they die. So, formulating a quick plan and noticing that the E75 is actually moving, hopefully in my direction, to help support me, I pop over the ridge, take a couple of shots excuse me, at the Tiger. Hopefully those two guys will be alive. Tiger's taken out. Move across, take a big hit there, tracks me, repaired, spin back onto the ridge line, hoping to reduce the amount of fire, keep them spotted, get some tracks in where I can to try and help out the two guys on the ridge. Unfortunately, that's one of our tanks down there, and the second one will go very shortly. Taking some shots in an IS-8, tier 9, get a good one in there, damage his tanks. Go for a tracking shot, and unfortunately it bounces. At this point I'm thinking, E75, still not moving, still not moving. Right, those guys are going to come down that hill and push straight over this ridge, over the train track, into our base, with an E75 who doesn't particularly seem to want to move, want to get involved in the game, even though he is active. So I'm trying to find a defensive spot, backwards and forwards up this ridge line, knowing that the gun depression on the Russian tanks that I'm facing is not brilliant, knowing I'll be able to get a couple of shots in before they come over the ridge and be able to get the gun depression to take me out. Okay, so I'm still defending, moving backwards and forwards, trying to get some spots without getting taken out from the ridge, and enemy IS. Now this is a terrible shot from me, bounced off the front plate, should have been aiming at the side, and another shot missed as he runs away. Now amazingly, the E50 is active, because that shot that came across and hit him was from the E50. Now I have another tank right next to me, T44 I believe at this point, quite a quick tank, medium. The E75 however is now right behind me, so I think I'll leave him to it. He might not be particularly great, but a tier 8 medium tank versus a tier 9 heavy, I should be safe. I don't need to watch my own back at this point. S3. So again, stay behind the ridge line. I might poke my head up, see if I can get any spots. Don't want to risk it with that IS-8 there, especially with the flank being defended by just myself and an E75 who doesn't appear to be overly competent. Take a hit from the ridge, which is why I didn't really want to poke up. Didn't get any spots. Still not 100% sure what it is that's up there shooting at me. I know it's not the IS-8. The tier 9 Russian tank has disappeared off into the distance. The other IS is right on the other side of the ridge of me. I know he's there. The T44 is facing off against the E75. Therefore, double check, make sure, see if I can get a shot to finish him off. But he stays behind the ridge line. Probably afraid to take a face-on attack. So the IS pushes again. The E50 fires and misses at him. So I move forward to stop him coming up the ridge and coming over. So the E75, almost dead. I'm thinking, has he been taking hits from the ridge? But he can't have been, he was too far back. So where's the damage come from? The T44 has been picking at him without receiving a vast amount of damage. And this is where we spot the IS-8. Oh dear, he's pushed all the way around and he's now got 3 shots on our artillery and the E50 is firing at him and bouncing. I take another shot, hit him in the side, hoping to go for the tracks to keep him there, and hit the tracks, do the damage, but it doesn't track him unfortunately. Well, just at that point the IS pops up, I take a round just to push him back, wasn't expecting to get a hit, wasn't even really aiming properly, just something to force him back, and oh dear, a Tiger. So the Tiger goes back as soon as he realises I'm right underneath him and that I'll be able to kill him. The IS knows that he's a one-shot and the rest of the team have captured the base. Nope. The E50 still in K2. and the E75 dying behind me to a T44 ramming attack. So let's have a quick look at the scores. I didn't do great, I didn't do bad. However, let's have a glance at the E50 and the E75. 93 damage from being rammed by the T44, and the E50 663 damage. Top tier heavy tankers, stop being nubs. This has been Reaver, thank you very much for listening.